and joined with the Gashin gun, Senad Gashi. How are you, man?
What's up, guys? Yeah, I'm feeling fantastic. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, everything is good.
It is a beautiful day. So yeah, crazy news coming out of Germany. I read Bild this morning, which is, for those who don't know, it's like the Sun or the News of the World of German media. You had a fight against Hussein Muhamed a few months ago now. He's just tested positive for an anabolic steroid. Yeah. Initial thoughts. Your opponent tested positive for an anabolic steroid in the A sample.
Yeah, it's actually, let me tell you something to the fight. You know, for this opponent, they called me like 3 weeks before, yeah, and I was prepared to fight somebody with 100 kg in this new weight class, Bridget weight, yeah.
Yeah.
So my promoter told me, hey, there is this big guy. He's a big long fucker. You know, he's like 2.5 meters tall. Yeah, he's like 2 meters tall. He's very very huge. Yeah. He said, do you want to fight against him? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I fight anybody. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
And then the fight was like also already very controversial. You know, there was some pushings, and I got the 8 count. In the end, I lost the fight stupid by points. But it was like, you could give it either way, you know. But it's a bullshit. And yeah, and now it came out that the guy was tested positive for two substances, for 2 steroids. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, interesting. Like, yeah, we'll go back to your fight. I was commentating on it. Yeah, frustrating night for Team Senad Gashi. You got kind of pushed over for one of the knockdowns. He kind of pushed you where your legs were right next to each other. They were in line with each other, and you got pushed down. And you got counted an 8 count there. And then he was really big as well. You kept falling underneath his armpit, and he was leaning on top of you, which is already quite a bit taller than you. So yeah, the whole thing was tough.
The thing was also the referee. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like ridiculous. You know, I had people in my corner. I had my coach in the corner, and I had two other guys in the corner, because I like every time between the rounds to get the opinion of the people. Yeah. And after the first round, I asked them, how was the round? They said, first round, yeah, you won the first round. More clear shots, you moved good, you won. Second round, I asked, how was it? They said, you won. Third round, I asked, how was it? They said, you won. Fourth round, I said, how was it? They said, was it a close round? You could give it to the guy, or it's your round. And then, but at the WBC, they have like this fucking open scoring, you know?
Yes, been happening a lot, yeah.
Yeah, and then after the open scoring, they say 4-1 rounds, and then I think, okay, so they gave him the round, the last one. Huh? They said 4-1 for the other guy. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? You know, it was like ridiculous.
Interesting. So yeah, you lost the fight at the time. I saw you in Flavio's office after. You're obviously a bit down. You've known about you've sort of known about this news coming out, but you've had to sort of keep it to yourself. Yeah, were you surprised by the news that he tested positive for steroids or not?
No, I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised, no?
Surprised, because God is big. This was his. I'm his fucking karma, you know. This guy. And I felt it also in the ring, man. You know, I hit the guys with heavy shots. Yeah. And he recovered too fast for that, yeah. And if you see what he took on the 2 substances, you will see that it's some hardcore shit. You know, it's not something what you can take if you eat too much cereals or I don't know, beef or some shit like that.
Yeah. So what's interesting is I read the comments from his manager, Ahmet Honor, and they're not bothering opening the B sample. That's a bit strange. So the A samples.
They're going to be the same. If you don't check with this Oscar Valdez, check with Afni Yildirim, all these people, they all get test positive, but they talk it down, you know. And then they don't make it public. They say the guy was then, for example, if somebody gets tested positive, they don't say it, but they tell to the promoter of the guy, and then the guy say, I'm sick. So he's hurt, yeah, he cannot fight 6 months. But in this time, he's not allowed to fight, but they say he cannot fight because he's injured or some stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. So the WBC have banned him for 6 months, yeah? That's
but this is a fucking joke, man. Well, what is 6 months for taking fucking fucking steroids, man? You know, in the fight, I you don't know what can happen. You know, this is not sprinting or badminton or some stuff like that.
yeah.
He's trying to kill me in the fight. I'm not joking, yeah. And
Hmm.
with illegal weapons, and with even this, he was not able to harm me. This guy. But it is not a joke in boxing, man. In the end, if I would lie in the bed and my parents have to take care of me, who would help me? Who would help
Yeah.
my family? Nobody of these fuckers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
6
it's
months,
serious stuff.
what the fuck is 6 months, man? These people, for me, is important. 3 or 5 years. That's it.
Yeah.
6 months is nothing, because 6 months you have so between every fight. If
Yeah.
the ban would be for everybody 6 months, everybody would take steroids. Everybody would take.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, most of them are. Yeah. So he's got the 6-month ban. For those who don't know, because a lot of people don't really know how the process goes. Yeah. So how did the WBC deal with Senad Gashi? What information do they give you on? Do they tell you? So do they send a letter to both of you? And
Yes.
yeah.
Look how they do. When the A sample get opened, they tell the results. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he has 7 days time to open the B sample. If he opens the B sample, this he has to do in his own costs, yeah. And if it's the same result,
right.
he's banned. If he don't do it, he's also banned, because then he admit that something is wrong. But the WBC have like a stupid rule where you have 7 days extra time to explain yourself why the value is too high, which is a fucking bullshit. What's the point on a doping test when you later can explain by words?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, where is the point on that?
Yeah.
Why
Yes.
the fuck do you win a doping test?
Yeah. It's kind of
Why then you have a B
beats the
sample?
object. Yeah.
But this is a story from the WBC. This is nothing to do with legal law in Germany. In Germany, it's a big offense crime. You can go into jail for it.
Oh, really? Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
No,
there's 3 to 5 years. This is not a joke.
So we still have to wait on the. So the WBC have made their decision. Yeah, they've decided 6-month ban.
Fight no contest.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. And the title's now vacant. In terms of the German Boxing Federation, what will they do about it? What are they going to do to Hussein Muhamed?
They will deal different. This will go to the highest lawyers, and they will take care of it. Probably he can go to jail.
Wow. Okay.
I tell you, in Germany, it's a big story.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here they will make sure he never fights in Germany again. I'm gonna fight for that. Believe me, it doesn't matter how much money I need to pay. Yeah, for justice. These people are not allowed to fight. Why the fuck I train every day 2 times? Why don't go with my friends out for a party? Because I train hard and give everything to the sport, and then comes a small fucker like this and search the shortcuts. You know, this is not fair.
Yeah.
These people have nothing to do. They don't deserve any stage in the world.
Okay. Agree with you on that, mate. Because so Hussein was meant to fight your stablemate Jose Lardua originally.
Yeah.
So what's Jose said about this? So obviously, the whole team must be pretty pissed off that this has been going on.
I mean, it's bad. It's somehow a good situation for us too, you know.
Yeah.
It happened, but it's like a bad thing. What happened? You know, it's a trap situation. Actually, it's very bad what happened that he did it, but for us it's good, yeah, because it's our benefit, and we're gonna take care of that benefit. We're gonna use it to our advantage, the maximum high. You know, I'm not gonna let this go.
Okay.
I was taking 3.
I believe it's, what's his name? Ralph Schmidt, is it? The guy who wrote the article in Bild? Is that the guy? He's like the main German boxing reporter.
Ralph Schmidt, yeah, this is the guy from the Bild Zeitung.
Yeah, exactly. He's the one who wrote it. So, okay. So good news in a strange kind of way, considering you thought you had a loss. Which looks like it's going to be taken away now. So there's no, a bit stupid question, but there's no chance in a rematch with Hussein Muhamed then. in 6 months' time?
Not in a ring. Maybe somewhere outside, anytime, any moment.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay. So we've got this news. Decisions have been made. I suppose on there, it's almost irrelevant to you right now in your career what the German authorities will do to Hussein. What next then? What are you going to do now? You've had this kind of good news. What's the plan for the Gashi gun? What are you going to do?
The Gashi gun is loading again.
Yeah,
and
good.
ready to shoot. Yeah, on October.
Yeah. Okay. Good man. Good man. And are we going for this bridgerweight thing again, or are we looking at heavyweight? Or
definitely we're gonna go for the bridgerweight title. Yeah, and I'm looking forward. I think it's for me the perfect class. Yeah, because I think I'm like a good combination between a heavyweight and a cruiserweight, and I would fit perfect there. And I'm looking forward, man. It's gonna be sick.
Cool. So let's go back to the drugs, if you don't mind. I've just thought of a couple of other questions. So you've known this news for a while, yeah. But you've had to come over some hurdles to get the news out there. Am I right in thinking that? It's been yeah. So if you can you explain, give us a bit of detail on that? Or
thing is, we got the news, but we was not allowed to publish them.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, and this was like a big problem. This was for me also very stressful. I couldn't fight last month because this was like following me in my head. You know, I was like making already the next turns, next moves. And if you have a fight, you need to have a clear head. You know, I was not able to do that really because I was just, you know, it's a fucking procedure. But now, since yesterday, the WBC decided, and it took me really a lot of money and a lot of energy to do them, to make them do this decision,
Oh wow. Okay. So you succeeded. That's the main thing, though. Although you shouldn't have to.
I'm not happy yet.
Yeah. Okay. You're not happy yet. What would make you happy? What gives you closure on this situation, Senad?
First of all, excuse of the guy from man to man,
Okay.
And second of all, that he get banned. For me, just important is 3 or 5 years. That's it.
3 or 5 years, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they didn't take some shitty stuff, you know. It's not some that was something over the level. No, man, this was like really hardcore shit.
Yeah.
To me, could happen something really, really crazy. I could be laying in the bed or something. I could die. Nobody knows. But even with this steroids, ridiculous. He was not even able to beat me clear, you know.
Yeah, it was still pretty close, wasn't it? It was a scrappy fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, look what the Gashi gun is made of.
Yeah. What this clean boxing program? I've been a bit dubious of this for many years.
Yeah.
Does it work or not? Do you think it works? Do you think the WBC are doing enough? Not just the WBC, but all of them.
Nobody is doing anything on the WBC. They just give the child a name, you know, but they didn't do they don't do anything. They don't do anything. What they're doing? Look, the guy got catched. He gets 6 months. What the fuck is 6 months, man? 6 months you have between the fights, or longer you have between the fights.
Yeah.
Did they do any announcement? Did they put something on internet? No.
Yeah. Because I thought the WBC would put something on their website.
Nothing they're doing. You still need to push them to do things, you know, because there's so many things and so many people involved in that shit that you cannot imagine.
Interesting. So what are you eating there?
Sorry.
What is that you're eating? The sort of things they're like diet things. Cracker cakes or whatever.
Something like that.
Anyway.
Couldn't resist.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Sorry. There's some more questions. So, clean boxing program. Were you signed up to that prior to the fight?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. So does that work well? That clean boxing program? Do they just turn up out of nowhere? Do you have to like tell them where you're going to be all the time, or you just kind of piece of paper?
The timetable. I think they should do this with everybody, but the problem is also it costs a lot of money to do this, you know?
Yeah,
Every
yeah,
fight is like £1,000 or something like that, yeah? And which promoter have the financial power, which manager to do this every 2-3 weeks?
yeah.
You know, it's like no point. This have to be something what I imagine from the government paid, you know, like in America or something like this.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's still problems there. So I'm right in thinking Hussein wasn't signed up to the Clean Boxing Programme. I might have this wrong. I'm not sure. But that's what it said in the article, that you were tested before, but Hussein...
Sorry. It's a misunderstanding. I'm also not signed for this.
Oh, you're not signed on it as well. So they just randomly tested you after the fight, both of you, yeah?
No, but they do this every time. And every title fight, you have to do a doping test. Every title fight.
Yeah, well, I've seen a few which I haven't. But yeah. Okay. All right, cool. Sorry, there's a little bit. Maybe it was the...
Should happen.
Yeah, it should happen. So, okay, interesting. So we're finding out about the Clean Boxing Programme there. Okay, all right. I think we've pretty much got a good idea of what's going on there. So moving forward, you were talking about you weren't really in the mood to have a fight because you were dealing with all this stress and pressure and lawyers, etc. How are you feeling now since all this news has come out today? Are you better? You said you're still not quite happy, but in terms of fighting shape, how are you?
It's a part-time success, yeah. It's a part-time success, but I feel released. I was the last day so much in stress because, you know, I told you before 3-4 weeks, I had already the news that he's positive on doping. Yeah. But I couldn't tell anybody, you know, so it was like all time. I'm so happy that this is released. Today I woke up and I just fall asleep again because I was so happy. I was like, okay.
I know that feeling. Yeah, you're like, oh, it's all okay. We'll go back to sleep. Okay, man. All right. So this is, as I said, in a weird way, great news. We can get you back in the bridgerweight scene. Let's get back to bridgerweight. It sounds like you're the man to carry the flag for this new division. You speak about it more than anyone else. You seem to be more positive about this new weight division than anybody of the big guys. Am I right in thinking that?
Yeah, 100%. Because I think I'm the perfect example for this weight class. You know, the heavyweight division have changed over the past 20-30 years. Before 20 years, if somebody had like 100 kg, he was a heavyweight. Now with 100 kg, he's like a cruiserweight who drops down to 90 in the fight, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not more the time. It's not more the Mike Tyson time, but to go with 99, 98. It's not possible. The heavy guys, they have 130 kg and they drop down to 120 for the fight.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, man. I think we've covered everything we want to cover, because I wanted to focus on this problem you have with the drug test, and obviously the WBC. They haven't showered themselves in glory recently, according to the media outlets. So cool, man. Fantastic stuff. Senad Gashi, thank you very much for talking to Seconds Out. Unless there's anything you wanted to add, mate.
I fight anybody as long as he's healthy and not doped.
Good man.
Thank you very much for your time and looking forward to see you, my friend. Yeah.